Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, and today we're going to look at how a custom outdoor kitchen is built. Now, these are very popular features for backyard landscape remodeling. It allows you to create all kinds of wonderful ambience, nice focal point, and of course, do some great outdoor cooking, either with gas or charcoal, as we're going to see in this video. So there's lots of different ways to build these, almost as many wonderful ways to top them and put facades on them, as you see in all these different barbecues I've done over the years. This particular one we're going to look at is a CMU block one. Now, earlier videos we've looked at ones that were done with modular metal frames that were then covered with stone facade and tile top, but this is the one we're going to look at today and watch how this one gets built. This is a CMU block one. As always, I advise that if you're doing an outdoor kitchen, do a design on paper so you get a better sense of the dimensions. So once that was done, we gave it to a contractor who trenched out to do all the utilities for these kitchens. Now, it's important that you realize that in some places you have to get permits for trenching out gas lines and water lines and those type of things. So it's important to look into all that before you commit to doing the kitchen to find out what exactly is required to install an outdoor kitchen. So with this one, they framed it out initially with the blocks. Before they did the interior part, it was time to actually unpack all the wonderful appliances that were going into this kitchen and fine-tune the openings for each individual one. This one had a sink, a drawer, a burner, a charcoal grill, not a gas grill, but a charcoal drop-in grill, and various other types of drawers and accessories. So once it got framed out with all the CMU block, it was important to then kind of fine-tune all the different openings, as well as make sure to fine-tune where all the utility parts were. You need to make sure that the water line was on the side where the sink was, the gas line goes to where the grill is if it's a gas grill, and of course electricity. Every kind of outdoor kitchen usually requires some kind of electricity. Some grills have electric starters, so they know those needs, but also it's just nice to have some outlets. So anyway, all that's laid out, and now it's time to do the framing work for the concrete top. And as you saw in those videos, they framed out what the concrete top was going to be and added the rebar. Now, because this particular outdoor kitchen has a cantilever countertop for drinks, it needs to have a little extra rebar to support the weight of that cantilever that's going over it. Once that's all done, then it's time to start pouring the concrete into all the nooks and crannies. Now notice this one, because it has a lot more openings on top for all the different little accessories, required a little bit more framing than the usual outdoor kitchen. Also notice that it kind of sticks out just a little, just a couple inches over the edge of the final countertop. So you want to have a little, just to make it nice and look finished, have it stick out a couple inches as well. This particular concrete is a Davis concrete color. This is called Palomino. And it's going to dry to a nice light beige as well. They're doing a nice hand trowel on this. Eventually they're going to do a little bit harder trowel on this particular concrete finish as they keep working the material here. Now, in time, they're going to kind of keep tweaking it, keep tweaking it. And then, as you see the gentleman on the left-hand screen, he's using a little thumper. Now, what this does is it kind of helps separate the concrete from the forms and kind of just redistributes the air so you don't have weird air pockets around the edging of it. Because if you don't do this little thumping, you're going to run into some issues with little air pockets creating bubbles in the concrete once the forms go away. You want to get all the little air bubbles out of the concrete forms as you're doing it. All right, now you see they're working the concrete, making sure that it's really, really nice and smooth, and tweaking it just a little bit more as they go to smooth it out nice. All right, here we have it. A couple of days later, they're starting to take the forms off. It's nice and dry. And that again is the Davis concrete color Palomino. All right, while that dries out, it's time to put the stucco coating on the side. So whenever you're stucco coating CMU block, there's always two coats that go to that. This is the scratch coat or the base coat, and basically this serves as a little buffer between the final coat and the CMU block. When you do a final CMU block, there are many, many, many wonderful choices for doing that particular one. Here it is, the scratch coat's on, and here is the finished outdoor outdoor kitchen. They chose to go with a dark stucco color to give a really modern look to go with the furniture they're going to add to this patio and to go with the framing of that. So again, this particular concrete top is a hard trowel finish with some light sanding, and then it got a semi-gloss sealer. It's always important. You got to really make sure to do the sealer on any kind of concrete countertop because concrete is porous and you don't want it getting stained. So make sure you do the sealer. And it comes in semi-gloss, gloss, and then flat as well. And that's what we did with this one. Now here you get a better chance to see not only all the appliances, but notice we have outlets on the drink counter to plug in blenders and all that kind of thing. This is a charcoal drop-in grill. So the nice thing about this is you can actually do really nice charcoal grilling. So that is an alternate. If it's a little tough to run gas to the grill, you can do a charcoal grill. So it's kind of a neat way to do it. And you see the other accessories that we have here. We have the grill, the sink, the drawer, the trash can with the dual thing, so you can also have a greenery part of your trash can as well. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to give a big thank you to Unique Landscaping and Cabrera Concrete for their assistance in making this outdoor kitchen video. They did a great job on the construction of this. Notice it also has those wonderful light switches for that shade structure up above, which we'll look at next week. Well, that's all the time we have for now, so I'll make sure to say, hey, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thank you so much for watching.